should be able to do now.
It is the 2nd of July, Rabbi Furst, Pierke Avos.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Lou. As Lou said, this is Rabbi Shlomo Furst. She would summon up. Here in Shalom Zoom, this is our first year in the morning. Pierke Avos, we're learning in the 5th Pierke, the 18th Mishnah, and we're learning tomorrow the Prague Derech Hayim. 1 second. Hello. Yeah, hi, Mayor. This is Shlomo Furst. We got it working now. You can come into the Zoom. No. If you have a chance, you can call and let him know. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's see. I think we're beginning paragraph 7, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we left off. Is that correct? You made a note last time, I think, where we left off.
Yes, my note shows that we finished 6.
Okay, very good. Okay, so we'll start on paragraph 7. Let's see. Who would like to read any verses to read?
I'll do it.
Okay. Fine, please go ahead.
L'chach Perusho Moshe Zacha L'zacha Es Harabim Umipnei Ach Tidkas Harabim Talui Bo. So the explanation, Moshe's merit.
He merited. He became Zaka. He became meritorious. That's the way. Moshe became meritorious.
And he merited the public. And because of this, the righteousness of the public is dependent upon him. Is associated with him.
Yeah, like attributed to him.
Attributed.
Hello, Rabbi Furst.
Good morning, Roy. Sorry for the delay. Good morning, Mayor. Thank you for coming in. Sorry.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay.
You're welcome.
So we're reading
paragraph 7. Yeah, paragraph number. Let's start the beginning of paragraph 7 again.
Okay. The Chach Perusho Moshe Zacha V'Zacha Es Harabim Umipnei Kach Tidkas Harabim Talui Bo. So the explanation, Moshe became meritorious, and he merited the public, and because of this, he became righteous. I'm sorry, the righteousness of the public is attributed to him. Velo Tomar, he Moshe Haya Mizacha Kol Echad Echad Bifnei Atzmo. And we don't say, because Moshe merited each and every person by himself. V'im kain ein ze nikra zechus harabim. Therefore, this is not called the merit of the public.
Right. We don't say that. I mean, in the Mishnah, the expression, the phraseology of the Mishnah, it didn't say that Moshe was mezaka kol echad ve'echad, each and every person b'pnei atzmo, individually. Because that would be, if that would be, it wouldn't be called a zechus harabi. Right? There's like, we have to try and understand, which is not clear to me exactly yet. What does it mean, zechus harabi? Meaning, if a person goes around from one individual to the next, let's say, just use a ridiculous example. Person's going to go out and give candies. He's going to give candies to each and every person in Klal Yisrael, right? To give, every person in Klal Yisrael is going to give out a candy. So is that considered to be zuchus harabim? Is mazakes harabim? Apparently not. Zuchus harabim seems to be some type of a different criteria than simply just benefiting each and every individual. So that's what we have to try and understand. What does it really mean? He was mezakeh harabi. He was zoiches harabi. He's saying we can't say he's benefiting each and every individual did in fact receive benefit, but it wasn't that he was individually separately benefiting each and every person on their own. He's saying that can't be, because it wouldn't be called zuchus harabim then.
He mipnei shekasuv u mish atav im Yisrael im kain tala hakasuv bo zechus haklal lo kol prat uprat shaharei asiv umish patav im Am Yisrael shehem klal ha'uma b'yachad. So, because that which is written,
This is a pasuk umish patav im Yisrael. That, if I'm not mistaken, that was the pasuk that was mentioned in the Mishnah, right? That was the pasuk that was brought down in the Mishnah.
doesn't look familiar to me.
Let's take a, we have to go to the previous document. Let's see, or the Mishnah itself. We'll just take a look at the Mishnah itself. Right? You take a look at the Mishnah itself, should be in the 5th parak, and according to my numeration, again, it's the 18th. Or if you have the document which preceded this one, the first document should have a direct quote of the Mishnah. There we should see.
This is Mishnah Maseches Avos Perek Hey.
Right, Mishnah should be. It's 18 in my my.
Yeah, okay, I have it. Let's see if I can see this quote. Umish patav im Yisrael, Am Yisrael. Yes, I see it.
Right. So this again, this was a question we haven't really come to the conclusion about this. This was one of our original questions. When you look at that pasuk, if you remember, is a pasuk in Devarim that Moshe Rabbeinu is giving a bracha to, if I'm not mistaken, Shevet Dan. Right? And so it was probably, and then the Meforshim asked the question, how does this pasuk relate to Moshe Rabbeinu? This if you look at the pashat in the pasuk is simply Moshe Rabbeinu giving a special bracha to Shevet Dan. And now how is that applied to Moshe Rabbeinu himself?
Right.
So, and that question we have not answered that question. We've addressed the question. We haven't gotten an answer about that yet.
Right.
So here, the morale is bringing that pasuk back, right? That pasuk back is a proof in terms of how we are supposed to understand how Moshe Rabbeinu was Mazaki as a rabbi, because of this, because that's the pasuk which is being cited over here.
Right.
So again, ki mipnei, go ahead, ki mipnei shekasiv.
Because of that which is written, and he taught the laws to Israel.
Well, yeah, it's not that it was not so much that he taught them. It was Tzidkas Hashem also Mishpatav im Yisrael. It was the righteousness of Hashem that was done, and Mishpatav im Yisrael, and the jurisdictions, the laws were along with Klal Yisrael. Not necessarily, not really going into the question about the teaching of it yet.
Meaning that they practiced, they did the laws, they followed the laws.
Yeah, that was I'll tell you, if you remember, I was just taking a look, the Rashi, Rashi explained there that with the Meforshim, that yeah, that they like the pasuk is referring to that they uphold the tzidkas Hashem, the righteousness of Hashem, and his mishpatav, and his jurisdictions, his laws in Israel. Meaning they upheld them, not necessarily they were teaching them, but they were upholding them.
Right. So, so maybe in the context that we're talking about here, it means that Moshe gives a bracha to Dan, saying that you upheld the mishpatim, and Moshe is credited as if he upheld the mishpatim, because he's the one that merited Dan, and therefore by attaching to Dan, he gets credit for what Dan does.
Right. Okay. Possibility. Yeah, could be. Good.
Im Cain, therefore, Tala, Akasuv. What's Tala?
It means it makes it contingent upon.
Contingent. It's contingent upon the pasuk. Bozechus haklal, the one who brings merit to the group. Lo kol prat, not each specific person.
Right.
Shaharei kasiv, that we see that it's written, Mishpatav Am Yisrael, the laws of the nation of Israel, Shehem Klal, that they are a group, Ha'uma B'yachad. What's Ha'uma, the nation?
Is like yeah, that's a national group, correct?
An individual nation, B'yachad?
well, all together, be a nation, the group of the nation together.
Together.
Yeah.
V'chein ha-mechataya, hamichtaya, es harabim, el tamar, shehaya, michtai, kol yachid, v'yachid, bifnei atzmo, v'lo nikra ze chet harabim, talui bo, kevan shehachata, kol echad ve'echad bifnei atzmo. Okay, so therefore,
We're saying likewise.
likewise, when he causes the public to sin, we don't say that it is from the sin of each and every individual himself. It's not called a sin of the public. That is attributed to it.
Right, like v'chein hamachti es harabim al tomer. That likewise, when it says that he's a person's causing the rabim to sin, the public to sin, al tomer she'amachti kol echad v'yechad b'fnei atzmo. Don't say that he was causing each and individual person to sin individually. V'lo nikra zeh chet harabim tolibo. That's not what's considered to be that the sin of the public is upon him.
Since that the sin of each and every individual himself, since Kevon, since it is a
Right.
sin of each and every individual individually.
Right. You can't say that a person who's going to cause each and individual person to sin individually, that's considered to be chatarabim. Since since each person is sinning individually. When people are sinning individually and a person's causing people to sin individually, since it's each individual working independently from the other one, that's not considered to be the chet harabim.
Ulechach mevi ra'i sheharei kasiv vasher hachata es Yisrael tala bo chet klal Yisrael mite kasiv avasher achatoe es Yisrael. Ulechach, therefore, one who brings what is this? Roni?
Lekach may be raya was brought a proof. Raya is a proof. Lekach may be raya, therefore it's brought a proof. Shari kasiv asher chates Yisrael, that he had caused Yisrael to sin.
And tala is that it's attributed to him?
No, Lekach may be raya shari kasiv asher chates Israel toli bo chet Klal Yisrael. It was totally, it was attributed to him the sin of all of the Jews. Klal Yisrael.
The sin of all of the Jews. From that which is written, and that the sin, and it is the sin of all of the Jews.
Right.
So when he causes them to merit, it's not that he causes each and every person to merit. And when he causes them to sin, it's not that he causes each and every person to sin.
Right. It's causing. See, I'm still not satisfied with understanding what it actually means. I mean, how does a person go about exactly being Mizaki Esarabim or Machti Esarabim? I'm not sure how that actually takes place. It's not clear to me exactly what that means. But we're being taught that it can't mean that even if he would go, even if, for example, Moshe Rabbeinu would go to into each and every individual of Klal Yisrael, he wouldn't still be considered to have the Mazak Esarabim. The Rabim, it seems to be, it's a different criteria. Like the exact criteria, I'm not sure of yet.
Right. It seems like it's telling us what it isn't, but it's not telling us what it is.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. So that's where we're holding right now. We know we're apparently told what it's not, but we haven't been told exactly what it is. We did have earlier, one of the Meforshim did explain that in terms of Moshe Rabbeinu, in terms of being Mezakes Rabim, that and the Zuchus Rabim totally both, meaning I forgot which Meforshim it was that explained to us that there were many mitzvahs that Moshe Rabbeinu taught people, but he himself did not fulfill. Meaning, let's say all the mitzvahs were relevant to the Kohanim. Since he taught the Klal Yisrael all those mitzvahs, he taught them those mitzvahs to the Klal Yisrael, to the Kohanim as well. So it was attributed that he was doing those mitzvahs too, even though that he would never actually physically do those mitzvahs because he's not a Kohen.
Right.
But this is a little bit different. We're still not being given the insight into what the exact criteria for Zaki Esarabim or Machti Esarabim is.
Right.
Let's continue on. Oh, actually, what time is it?
It's late.
Yeah, it's late. Okay, so we're in paragraph number 8 now. Okay.
Right.
All right. Sorry for the delay with the problems with the internet. We'll stop here for